What's happening, y'all? It's HD, HiDefTone. What you're about to be tuned into, or actually what you tuned into right now, is the breakdown. What's happening, everybody? It's HD, that's right, HiDefTone, you know what I mean? Coming to you with a new series. It's called The Breakdown. And what that pretty much entails is me just breaking down albums or EPs or songs, whatever it is that I'm doing, so that you guys can kind of get like some creative insight into what may be the motivation behind the track, what's inspiring it, or even maybe what the audience is and what I'm going for. So it's just pretty much like letting you guys inside my head so y'all can get a chance to understand the whole creative process. Alright? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kick this one off with the whole EP, Sundays with a Cherry, that's right. So stay tuned and, you know what I mean, get your questions answered and get some insight into what this is about. And if you ain't heard it, you know what I mean, this is probably a good place for you to start, because it's going to give you all the jewels and the rubies, you know what I'm saying? Alright? Sundays with a Cherry on the breakdown with your boy HiDefTone HD. Yeah. Yup. Alright, so let's get it started like this. What is Sundays with a Cherry? So Sundays with a Cherry simply is a 4-track EP that was put out during the summer of 2018 to talk about various issues that, you know, I felt like was relative to, or is relative to, the summertime season. So what was the motivation behind Sundays with a Cherry? The motivation was to create a feeling that would capture or catalog the events of the summer. When you start thinking about summertime, for the most part, you starting to think about being off of school if you're a kid. So you got that summer vacation, you got family trips, you got barbecues, you thinking about basketball games or football games, you think about sports, being outdoors, you thinking about being around your family, being around people that you might love. You know, love, even that. So you think all these things that's going on. You know, it's also hot, so you're trying to cope with that. So Sundays with a Cherry was to try to create the theme music, or to try the background music for all those events, for all those things that you're going through. It was something that I kind of stumbled upon, because I was like, yo, like, I knew that I had a whole bunch of music, but I wanted to do something that just felt new. And I just started making the music. Like, I started doing the production, and when I started, that was the idea, like, try to create these vibes, try to create these waves. So like, even when you hear a song like Dance, and you hear me in the beginning of it, it's like, you know, it's like it's summertime and it's nighttime in the summer. You know what I mean? Because it kind of has this naughty. It has like a little naughtiness with it, with the bass line. So it's like it's just a wave. You know what I mean? And so that's what it is. That's what it's about. It's about trying to have a wave. You know what I mean? For the summertime. Sundays with a Cherry, it's really just a play on words. Obviously Sundays isn't spelled like a sundae with ice cream, isn't spelled with a Y, but the Sunday was more along the lines of, I knew that I was going for a feel that was like inspirational, a feel that was I was gonna be talking about God on it. So it was really like that play on Sunday and Sundays. And then, you know, Sunday is one of those things a Sunday is like one of those things that's almost like synonymous with the summertime. So kind of trying to give out that vibe, trying to give out that feel with it. Like, as iconic as a Sunday with a Cherry is in summertime, as iconic as these sounds are going to be, as iconic as these words and things like that. So that's really the vibe that I'm going for on with even the title of Sundays with a Cherry. You can see from the artwork, it's kind of warm. It's just a Sunday, and then but the colors, like everything, is trying to fit this vibe of, you know, what I felt like the music was also telling. So trying to have everything kind of intertwine and tell a story or be a part of the framework for, you know, the EP. So Tracklist, we got 4 songs. That's it. It's real quick. Because one, I knew this was the first global, like worldwide release for me, and I was really asking for the lowest investment possible in terms of your time and your energy and also your financial capabilities. So the whole album runs maybe like 15, 20 minutes. You can get finished the whole EP. Excuse me. You can get finished the whole EP in like 15, 20 minutes. So it's really like, when you think about it, that's like you going to the grocery store or you going to work every day. It's low investment, and it was meant like that for a reason. So 4 tracks. First track is Nothing Wrong with Being in Love. After that you got Cash, and after that you got Dance, and then you got On God. So those are 4 totally different energies. So, you know, my thinking was, I know that it's really hard for me to be inside of like one kind of box or one kind of frame or one kind of style. So it just worked that way to have 4 different kind of energies going on each track. If you would have asked me, yo Tone, what's your favorite song on the EP? I think it depends, man. Like I remember when I first, you know what I mean, was listening to the album, like for myself, the whole body together. Because it's one thing when you're making it, because, you know what I mean, when you're making it, it's you know, when you are actually, like, especially like doing a production. So when you're doing a production, it's really like you in the wave. It doesn't matter, like, or you writing for the song, it doesn't matter, you in that wave. But in terms of what being the favorite, it started switching. Like one day I'll wake up or a couple of days I'll, you know what I mean, one song might be in my head, like Cash might be in my head, and it's just, you know, I'm just rolling with it, like rolling with the dough, baby. And like, especially like once I did that Donald Glover little mashup that was on Instagram. I think it all depends on the day. It all depends on what I kind of like, the energy and what I need. In terms of performing, probably the dopest one to perform would probably either be Cash or On God, just because the energy levels on those songs, they're just in a different kind of level. You know what I mean? I think in terms of like the one that gets stuck in your head the most might be Nothing Wrong, because it's just so, it's like, it's meant to be infectious. Like the whole song is meant to be, you know what I mean, like this poppy kind of feel good thing. And that was like actually me doing something a little bit different than what I'm used to doing. But you know what I mean, I think my favorite verse is probably what is most definitely Nothing Wrong. I just think the wordplay and the stuff that I'm doing on it, I just think is pretty dope. You know what I mean? So before I go, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit y'all with my favorite verse on Sundays with a Cherry on the EP. It comes from, it's favorite verse simply off of just the wordplay and the energy is fun. So I'm gonna hit it like this. It's on Nothing Wrong with Being in Love, and go a little something like this. Yeah, Let's skip the assumptions. This chemistry really is percussion, beating out everything, causing deduction. Can't go backwards, so I keep frontin'. Excuse me or more. Had to get God on the line to be sure. If you get shy with your eyes to the floor, I reverse that exclamation for y'all like whoa. They be trying to throw it in my DM. My fingers make the V like the last part of them. Every single day I be living, copy DM, hands up like it is 12 a.m. on the PM. Who you playing with? I'm internet, you ain't even got that bandwidth. If you didn't get it, then it mean I'm on swish. If love is a drug, then let me get a whiff. Yeah. HiDefTone, the breakdown of Sundays with a Cherry. I see y'all in the next episode. I'm out of here. Peace, y'all. Yeah.